him sitting there getting 10, 15, and no, you got two dominant people who's going to want the ball. There's nothing Fred is going to do that's going to stop Sengun from catching the ball at the three-point line and then trying to do his pump fake spin like he's Joel Embiid. There's no point guard that's going to say, yo, get your ass on the block if you don't got block play.
I do want to ask you, because I think that this was a part of the conversation earlier in the season with this Rockets lineup when Fred VanVleet went out. And they kind of, in the interviews they asked Ime about Reed Shepherd not playing. That lack of point guard play, it seems as though it's kind of catching up.
Sounds cliche-ish. When you say point guard play, meaning what exactly? The person who brings the ball up the court?
Somebody to make better decisions.
Okay, now can you tell me some point guards that teams is in the top tier that is making better decisions? Who's making the better decisions on Timberwolves?
Oh, we're gonna go wild. I'm ready to get
I'm
to
just saying, what point guard is making the decisions on Timberwolves?
Dante
DiVincenzo.
Yeah.
Is the point guard making a decision, or is he just get your ass in the corner, shoot that shot, fire, let it ride? When you see daylight, let it ride. Or is the ball in the best player's hand?
It'd be in Ant's hands, but what I want to get to them too.
Okay, it's in Ant-Man's. It's in Shay's hand. But like every guard in today's game puts the ball in the basket. They're not running. They're not Hallenberg. That's not the point guard of today. James Harden, right? Who's looking to pass. Shit, they killed Ben Simmons because what his job was to do is make everybody better. They didn't like that because of what? He didn't want to score. Didn't shoot it when they thought he should shoot it. He was too unselfish. So then then when he's trying to get the team involved, we don't like it. Fuck that. So when you say you need a point guard to put you in offense, what is the offense? Dribble the ball down the court, give it to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's going to do a screen and roll. Kevin Durant's going to get to the Baja. We're going to come down, call Sengun. He's going to pop out to the three, pass it to him. He's going to pump fake and do what he's going to do. What does the point guard in this situation do? Beside Fred himself being a knockdown shooter and understanding how to score as a point guard, how to manipulate the offense as a point guard. But him sitting there getting 10, 15, and no, you got two dominant people who's going to want the ball. There's nothing Fred is going to do that's going to stop Sengun from catching the ball at the three-point line and then trying to do his pump fake spin like he's Joel Embiid. There's no point guard that's going to say, yo, get your ass on the block if you don't got block play. Right? So it's not the lack of point, it's the lack of shooting. It's the lack of shooting they have on the whole roster as a group. So the space is tight. It's confined. What point guard did the Bulls have when they won 6 championships? What point guard that was running the offense for the Lakers when Kobe was there?
Derek.
So how many assists did Derek average?
Now it wasn't too many. Now.
Oh, okay. So basically, Derek played the point guard position, but get your ass in that corner and shoot these threes, boy. When you make these threes when they leave you open, hit these big shots when they leave you open, right? Steve Kerr hit them big shots when they leave you open in the corner because the ball is in the best player's hands, right?
Yeah.
I remember doing this random ass study to see how important was a pure point guard to the game, and Magic Johnson, which is a unicorn player, which is today's Luka, LeBron James, the big guard that has vision out of this world, right? Can see over, he knows what he's doing. You're building the pure point guard off of a freak of nature. We need a point guard. Isaiah Thomas was what? Zeke was what? Right. Won a championship. That was your first little guard that was the best player on the team that took his team to the promised land. From there, but you remove Magic, it's Zeke. The next person to do it since Zeke was Curry as a point guard. Then in between there, every single guard that played point on a championship team averaged, this was, shit, I forgot when I did this stuff. It was about 4.2 assists a game that season. So we're talking about Kenny Smiths, we're talking about Chalmers, we're talking about Tony Parkers, we're talking about the championship Rondo won, we're talking about the Derek Fishers, the shit was Ron Harper. You're talking about all of those guys. The Chauncey Bill, every 4.6. The highest assists from a championship point guard that year was Jason Kidd when he won with Dallas, right? Wasn't the man, it was Dirk. Then you had Kyle Lowry. I think he leads out of everybody with the most assists in the season that year, out of all the guards. And then I think it was Avery Johnson, passing the ball to we know who. So the idea, if your point guard is the best player and he's making everything happen, that means you don't have guys on your team. You don't have guys that you're going to get the ball to that's going to make it happen. If your guard is putting everybody in a position, making everybody, if your guard has to make you better, nigga, you're not that damn good. I don't know what point guard, think about what I'm saying. What point guard is making LeBron James better? What are you going to do, dribble around? The defense collapse, he passes to LeBron James, and then LeBron James gets... Now, give me the ball, let me go to work. You see Wemby out there, God damn it. I got this, right? So that's what the point guard's been about. The less talent you have on the team, in a sense, unless they're specialists at making shots, it'd be hard for your team to be very successful if your point guard is averaging a certain amount of assists. Because that means he has the ball a lot, and that means he's probably the most important player on the team. Like when Westbrook averages triple-double, right? How good was the team really if he got to do all that production, right? If he had to do all that production, if he got to put his will on a game to try to win games every day, that means he don't have other people that surrounded him, right? When he had better players, his production went down because he's, same thing with someone like Jokic. When they start losing more scores, his production goes higher, right? So it's this little fine, this little fine formula that you got to stay within to be a champion. I can tell you, by my theory, let me see. The chances of the Lakers winning the championship is, but the one thing we have is Luka's a unicorn, right? He's more in the Magic Johnson. What's the assist leaders? Hold on.
For 20 this season?
Yep. Okay, regular season.
Regular season.
See, so somebody like Jokic, has uncharted territories to win the championship because he's a big. But Cade falls right out of it. He falls right out of it, right? Where 9.9 has not happened. That's too high for my point guard. That means a lot of people can do their own thing out there. If you got to have 10 assists and lead the team in scoring. Luka, same thing. James Harden has came down, so his chances go higher, right? Because Donovan Mitchell don't need you to get him open shots. He gonna get his own open shots. Now, who looks good is Murray, Shea's at the 6.6. He's under there.
Jalen Brunson. Oh no,
Jalen Brunson, he's sitting under there. Derek White, 5.4, right?
Sure.
Those, because that means, right, my best players have the ball, so you can't just be, you know what I mean? So Boston, OKC, and then right after that, you're talking about Spurs and Cleveland because of their guard play, right? Where their guards are they're passing the ball around, they're getting people, but the other people know how to score too. So if you wanna try to pick or the top four champions, the possibilities, just look at the assists on the leading guard. You want to be in that, to be safe, you want to be in that 7.5 to 3, and anywhere in there. You got a good bet that your chances in heightens.